and heroes. Gonna tell you about pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about
comic books, costumes,
facts, boots,
and other stuff.
In this week's issue, World's Finest Wednesday.
Welcome into another World's Finest Wednesday edition of Bros, Foes, and Heroes. I'm Zach, joined as always by the masterful miser of mayhem.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Mike.
So that means I keep mayhem at bay? Or
You hide from mayhem?
I hide from it? Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If you're a miser of mayhem,
yeah. No, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, you like hide away from mayhem.
Yeah.
Or at least you try to.
Screw that mayhem.
Yeah, get out of here, mayhem.
Get out of here, mayhem. Nobody likes you.
Kind of sounds like a player's name for some reason.
It
like
does. He plays for the New York Mets.
Yeah.
New York baseball Mets.
Who are in the NLCS currently. I think,
they?
Well, I mean, they've advanced
so
by the time you listen to. We don't know by the time we're recording this. We're recording this early, but it'll be either Team A or Team B. And
I love Team B.
It's either the Dodgers or Padres. I know you turned in for baseball news.
Dodgers,
but anyway.
Padres, and Mets, or it'll be one of those two and the Mets?
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's the Yankees and
whoever wins between the Tigers and Indians.
Oh, okay. All right.
We just dated this show if you're a sports person.
Right.
But
yeah, it's whatever.
Anyway, World's Finest Wednesday. What we have is another fantastic story from the Silver Age of DC, it seems to be, because there's so many great stories like this in the World's Finest stories from back in the day. This one from May of 1955, issue number 76, when Gotham City Challenged Metropolis, Mike, is our story today. Before we get into our tale, I want to remind you that obviously every Wednesday we have a look at some of these Silver Age shenanigans that we dive into with our World's Finest Wednesday, but also on Mondays is our regular show. This last week we decided to, while we were having a Halloween theme through the month, the title is a little bit different, but we still kept a Halloween theme. We covered Absolute Batman and also a look at a couple just fun 50s horror tales to still keep it Halloween related.
I'm still a little scared.
Yeah, I know for sure. You're still a little scared. But so go back and check those out. As we continue that, we will have Swamp Thing. I promise you guys. Y'all voted on it. We're gonna get it done by the end of the month. I just haven't had time to sit there and fully read it and prepare it and kind of note it out, but we will get to it. So our story today,
it's Alan Moore,
World's
right?
Finest. It is.
Yeah, so it's pretty dense.
Sometimes I feel like it is. Like I have to be prepared, not because it's not good, but I feel like I have to be in the right mindset to make sure I digest it fully. And we've been really busy, I haven't been in that mindset.
You can't have pizza every night, you know?
Well, pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
That's a lie. But I understand it's an advertising ploy.
Do you think we could get Bagel Bites to sponsor?
I think
not now. After you said
just
it's
go
a
buy
lie.
some Bagel Bites, but I don't know about a sponsorship.
You want some Bros, Foes,
are they still
and
a
Heroes
thing?
Bagel Bites?
Is there still Bagel Bites?
Yeah.
Hey, when was the last time you ate a Bagel Bite?
It's been a while.
Yeah,
but
I can't remember ever liking them.
I feel like I like them more. Yeah, I feel like I
chewy.
liked them more when I was a kid. They are very chewy.
I think I would have liked pizza crackers better.
It shows
than
that they're
pizza
still
bagels.
around. Yeah. So
okay, I do like the pizza. What are the little packets of pizza? What are they? They're like the little
packets of pizza.
Well, they're little edible packets, is what they are. When you bite into them, they squirt pizza in your mouth.
Hot Pockets?
No, the smaller ones.
The Pizza Pockets.
Is it Pizza Pockets?
I mean, I've always called them Pizza Pockets.
It's like little snack pockets or whatever, right? You can get the cheese, you can get the pepperoni, you can get the
you want them with some kind of meat. You want them with pepperoni. You want them some kind of meat. But yeah, Pizza Pockets.
Okay.
Like the Totino's. Yeah, the Totino's like little pizza pockets. They're
so
like
they
little
started
squares that burn your mouth.
Yeah, they started making the ones for breakfast. Have you seen those?
Like the tiny ones?
Yeah, the little tiny ones, but they have like
what are
chorizo and egg in them or something.
Okay. Have you had them?
I bought a box of them.
Yeah.
I had them for breakfast, and both times I ate them, they made me sick.
Lovely.
So
okay.
don't buy those, guys.
So
Don't get the
avoid
breakfast
those.
ones.
Stick to the pizza ones.
I thought, well, it's just me. And then I ate them the second time, and I was like, nope, it's the pizza pockets.
It's the pizza pockets.
Yeah.
You want to know who's never said it's the pizza pockets?
Who?
Superman.
Batman? Batman, Superman?
Batman
I
and
feel
Robin.
like Batman has said it before.
It's the pizza pockets.
Oh, it's the pizza
You ever
pockets,
just
Robin.
come across random like Reddit comments and you follow just the or not comments but like posts and you just
Sure.
follow the trail of comments underneath
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
saw one on spoiler alert. There's some comic book ones that I follow. Wow.
What?
But what was Batman related? And it was somebody posted like, my brother says Batman canonically doesn't eat vegetables, and then it was just a list of people like bringing up, well, he ate this one time, and this comic says that he ate this, and it was just funny to think. Pizza pockets were not brought up though, which is why I.
What's crazy is somebody is putting together a spreadsheet of Batman's daily intake.
Well, no, it wasn't one person; it was multiple people.
Well, no, I get
Chiming
that. I'm
in,
just
like-
saying, but somebody's got to start that.
If they haven't,
Well, I'm saying some person out there had to be the first one to go, it might be interesting is let's look at Batman's eating habits, and I'll put it all in a spreadsheet.
but then somebody should do that with his work. Why is there not like a Batman get ripped like Batman book? There probably
Get
is.
ripped by Batman book. I
eat,
like that.
Eat like Batman, work out like Batman.
So it's like
Batman.
going paleo, but you're going Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh
kinda
no!
like that.
Can I have my burger with no cheese, please,
Uh-huh.
and lettuce instead of the bun? Oh, what diet are you on? I'm being Batman.
I'm Batman diet.
I'm Batman diet.
I'm Batman diet. Yep. That's how I say it.
Oh.
I'm Batman diet.
All right, let's go ahead and dive back into this world's
World's finest.
yum. Well, it
Every
sounded like
time.
the Red Robin when you do
It
that.
is. It's Red Robin.
So
Red Robin.
this is when Gotham City challenged Metropolis.
Okay.
Don't pay attention to the. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, make it full screen for you, Mike.
Just get it big here so I can see what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
There
look
we
at.
go.
There you go. So
Goodness gracious.
our panel here is a lie to start off because like the guy's like Superman is trying to steal our landmark. Like you got to stop him, Batman, from
Steal their
stealing.
landmark.
Yeah, he's trying to
What does that
steal
even mean?
Gotham City's greatest attraction, our ice hockey rink. I don't know.
That's
what
what
their
is their
greatest-
greatest attraction? Does it say?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a convention hall. Sorry, it does say back there.
Convention
What
hall.
kind of city do you live in where the greatest attraction is a convention hall?
You live in a very business-forward city.
Oh, okay, fair
Mhm.
enough. Well, the story is that doesn't involve that at all. So that was
Yeah.
just a throw off.
Sure.
Instead, we will start.
Wait,
our
that has
story.
nothing to do with the story?
Not really, kind
Oh,
of,
neat.
but not really.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see how it ties into part of the story at the end.
Okay, sure. I'm all ears.
So
Here and here.
that's true, all four of them. So we start in Gotham City where there's some people trying to get away using a helicopter.
Heliocopter.
Right? And so as the crooks try to get away on the helicopter, they're like, there'll be no match for like Batman and Robin. But the bat signal's up in the sky and neither Batman nor Robin respond to it. Superman responds instead.
Superman stops the blade on
He
the
grabs,
helicopter?
here's what he does. And what the crooks say, well, he does, but it says he's holding the rotor blades, causing the fuselage to spin instead. So Superman's just in the sky holding the helicopter blades, and the part of the helicopter is just like.
Well, it's like
They have to be so deathly sick. I would think.
I love the use of the word fuselage, because most of these crooks that you see in these comic books, they're all like, "Yeah, see, we're gonna take you to the river, see, and we're gonna drop you in with the fishes, see." And now it's like, "Oh my lord, he has hold of the fuselage."
And this is in the 50s. Like
Yeah.
it's not that far
Yeah.
removed. Far removed from all of the. Hey, look here.
That's what I'm
see?
saying. You're
Yeah.
not that far from like the
I was
we're
agreeing with
gonna have you sleep with the fishes.
I just
see?
wanted to interrupt your point to agree with you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. So why was
me and Mrs. Wiggles
Ooh.
agree?
Why was Superman in Gotham City then and responding to the call instead of Batman?
I have never
Right?
understood why there's a Gotham and a Metropolis. I think there
Well,
ought to be one
technically,
big
do you
city
remember
that they all live in.
that Superman originally started out in Cleveland
Yeah, I do remember that.
because
Just doesn't have the
Simon
same-
and Schuster
Doesn't
created
have the same
we're
ring
from
to it,
Cleveland
does
too.
it?
No, but I mean, Cleveland.
Superman's gonna save Cleveland.
Cleveland is the birthplace of
cares?
Superman, essentially.
That is weird.
I mean, it's Krypton and he landed there, but so I'm sitting here twirling this.
Cleveland's kind of like Krypton, though.
In what?
It's green. It's exploded several times.
I mean,
People have shot out of
it
it.
hasn't since the
spaceships.
90s, at least, though.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Drew Carey was there. He
I was
liked
making
it.
shit up. I don't know.
Don't you love everybody that's loves the fact
Jim
that
Carrey's
Alfred-
from Cleveland? Is that what
Drew
you just said?
with a D. Mr. Price is Right
Oh,
himself.
Drew Carey. Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, because Cleveland rocks.
Yeah. Ohio. No, that's Wisconsin. I was yelling out. That's the end of that 70s show where they just yell out Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, they do. We yell out Wisconsin.
Or no, maybe Drew Carey did yell out Ohio at the end of.
Maybe.
All right, let's get back on track.
Does he not creep you out now, though?
I honestly have not seen him in a while.
Well, he hosts The Price is Right.
Yeah,
every
I knew
single
that,
day.
but I haven't watched
And he's
it.
skinny.
still.
And
Hold on, tell me about this. Every single day.
he's
Huh?
skinny, and he has
Yeah.
like a weird little stubble beard now. He's like Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill looks weird to me now that he's skinny.
Okay, that's
Same
kinda
deal with
mean.
Drew Carey. He just looks weird to me. I don't know.
I think it's just not like the
It's
the
like-
guy you remember, and so you question.
Yeah. It's like Samson with the hair. They lose their baby fat. Well, they're not funny anymore.
that. Oh, okay. And Samson lost his hair, and he wasn't
He
strong,
wasn't strong anymore. Yeah.
All right, so I need to stay a little portly.
Go
if I want
Superman.
people to
Yeah.
laugh at me.
Yeah. If
Got
you
it.
would, that'd be great.
Good to remember. So, why was Superman in Gotham? I got to get us back on the rail somehow.
Convention.
He's still in the convention center, Batman.
Well, he was at the convention center.
Well, let's see. It's because now in Metropolis,
Mm-hmm.
as crooks are trying to, I love this this page here. They hear on the news that Superman's stopped some crooks over in Gotham, which means, hey, there's nobody here in Metropolis. And Metropolis, now is the time for us to go ahead and pull our scheme. What is their scheme, Mike? It is to steal the diamonds off of a figure skater.
There you go.
Right?
Perfect crime.
They're going to this ice show, and while they're out there skating, they decide to just jump out on the ice with guns in hand to go rob the jewels off of her right in the middle of everybody.
This is where Tanya Harding got her set up. She
From
read this
World's Finest
read
76.
this comic book, and she was like, if I just had a pipe.
Yeah, and Nancy Kerrigan just didn't have the diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the joke's on them because Batman and Robin were dressed up, I guess one as a polar bear and the other as whatever the dressed dude
What
is
the
back
hell?
there.
What?
Yeah. And so they're like, with Superman gone, we were sure that some of you thieves would try to steal these diamonds. So we decided to join the ballet. It's an ice ballet is what they're
It's
calling
an
it, I
ice
guess?
ballet, and one of them's dressed like a polar bear?
Yeah, you see right there, it's a polar bear. And it's like some dude with like a top hat. And their dresses, both of them.
Okay, great.
But yeah, they
Loving
skate
this.
across the ice and they just punch people out.
Yeah.
And then the next issue of the Daily Planet talks about how Superman and Batman have exchanged places in the Great Contest. Do you want to know what the Great Contest is, Mike?
What is the great contest?
The Great Contest
Sounds like something
is-
Hitler would have come up with. Great contest.
It doesn't have a great name. The Great Contest. Both cities want to host the World Electronics Convention.
Oh. Can you even
But-
imagine how big that is for a city?
In 1955,
Oh. Transistors, tubes,
antennas,
things that go zzz, zzz, all of that stuff.
so much stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
But they both talk about how like
World's Fair, screw that.
we want the
Electronics Convention.
World Electronics Convention.
Yeah, the World
Yeah.
Electronics
The
Convention.
WEC for people who are in the know.
What are you doing in Afghanistan to get to power your light bulbs? Well, let me tell you. What
We
are you
figured that
doing
out.
overseas to make sure that your batteries last longer? Well, let me tell you. See, I mean, it's just so important to
wanna
today's life.
You want to go try to explore Antarctica? We got you.
That's it. We got it. We got a backpack
Electronics
full of shit
for it.
for you to take with you. Yeah.
So each mayor presents their case to the convention committee.
The mayors.
And then they do. And they have like, hey, Metropolis is like, we have a great convention hall and we have Superman to guard all of those valuables
Well,
there.
there you go. All those valuable things.
And Gotham, the mayor is like, hey, we also have a great convention hall, and we have our Batman and Robin to give you all the protection you need. Well,
2 for the price of 1.
That's right. Well, it says, so on that day, Superman and Batman, fast friends who alone know each other's secret identities, met again.
I bet they do.
The head of the convention decides that, hey, they can't decide where it's between the cities, so they're going to let their 2 champions decide of where the convention should be held.
Okay, so Superman and Batman have to play like rock, paper, scissors to figure out where the World Electronics Convention goes?
Yes.
Nice.
So to make it a fair fight, to make it fair, what they decide to do is Superman is going to patrol Gotham.
Okay.
And it's essentially who can perform the most civic duties in like 24 hours, okay?
Wow.
Batman's going to patrol Gotham, and Superman's going to patrol Gotham, and Batman and Robin are going to patrol Metropolis to make it fair then.
Right.
I guess I don't know how that makes it fair. While like Batman and Robin are getting ready, like Batman's very much so just like, hey, we can't let Superman win at all costs. Like
it's again, World Electronics Convention. I mean, you don't really need to say much more. I mean, this is serious business.
yeah, there's a part where, hold on, I don't have the page. I got to pull it up on my computer here real quick.
If it were equivalent to things today, World Electronics Convention was big. You said this was like 55.
This is May
like
of
that.
1955.
Okay, so if we were looking at something equally as big today, I mean, I would say Amway Convention.
Mm-hmm.
You know how big those are. Maybe World Shoe Repair Convention, things like that. You know, I mean, things that big swaths of business we're talking here, right?
Right.
Big, hot swaths of business. Big, hot, sticky swaths of business.
I don't like that you called it big, hot, sticky
big,
swaths.
hot, sticky swaths of moist business.
For some reason, I don't have the next page in
You're
my
fine.
PDF here,
That's
but
okay.
I'm good where we are now. So Batman and Robin show up at the Daily Planet where, guess what? Did you know that there's an S signal for Superman?
No.
There is.
I knew there's a Spider-Man one that he shoots out of his
That he
dune
sh-
buggy.
Out of his dune buggy. But this isn't, you see the S up there?
Oh, yeah.
I'll come back to explain
Oh,
that
look
in a
at that.
second, but I wanted to show you the S clip. So what happens is Batman and Robin show up. It's atop the Daily Planet, and
When
they
it's
show
not
up there.
It leaves a real big void or an S-hole.
And so Lois Lane is showing Batman and Robin the signal, and Batman's like, all right, that'll be cool, but maybe we can like turn it so it looks like a bee right now. Like he tells her, yeah, he goes,
When you turn an S
I'll
on its
change
side,
it.
it doesn't look
I'll
like a
change
bee.
it. Well, no, he goes, I'll change it temporarily. I was just adding that part. He goes, I'll change it temporarily into a B signal. Can't afford to miss a trick in this contest, you know? So he's like, Robin, I might forget that we're in Metropolis and see that Superman signal and be like, man, Superman should show up and fight. No, that's for me. I can't have that slip up. So I'm going to change it to a B signal. And then he goes off, and Batman is just seen like talking and like hush hush with one of the main guys from the convention. And so Lois is a little leery that Batman, like, he's really.
Oh, we got Lois involved.
Yeah, well, she showed them the S signal at first, but then she's like, Batman's really hard up on wanting to beat Superman for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. And then it takes us back to
Friendly
the
competition.
Batcave, where it seems like Batman has let Superman stay in the Batcave and fight out of there while he's in Gotham. But Batman notices there's a giant crack in the wall
Superman's
there
couch surfing.
and decides to fix the crack in the rock there because it could implode and crumble into the Batcave.
Superman is fixing the crack in the Batcave? Is that what you just said?
while he's there. Like
Okay,
an alert
sure.
goes off that a potential like landslide could happen, or it could crumble in there, so he decides to fix it while he's there. Okay?
Okay, great. Good tenant.
It comes up later.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure it does.
But it's just Superman by himself. So
Thanks,
then,
Superman, for fixing my crack.
Superman notices that there's like an electrical line.
Well, yeah, it's the
or
big
a gas
electronics
line.
convention.
In the street. I guess it's more like a gas line. that's starting to leak and flames are starting to come out. So he rips it out
For
of
the big gas convention that comes in next week.
out of the street, and he goes and he kind of like flings it up in the sky to get it away from everybody. And he goes to look at the scoreboard to notice that it's tied 2-2 between he and Batman of the good deeds they have done.
They're running a friggin' scoreboard.
But they're running,
for
to
good
keep
deeds.
track of it. The score of exploits. And about that time, you see him carrying up the number 3 because Batman's just had another exploit. What was that exploit? Well, somebody decided to steal a tank from the local armory. And Batman, obviously not able to stop a tank, instead rips off an electrical cable, uses it to swing down, not the open part. He's safe enough away from the open, exposed area of the wire.
Sure.
And just exposes or touches the exposed wire to the tank, which shocks everybody in the tank out of there. Out of the tank,
It doesn't
right?
hurt them. It just shocks them out of the tank.
It shocks them out of the tank.
Yeah,
They're like,
I
"Ah!"
couldn't stay in the tank anymore. It's so shocky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then he stops the crooks there, which is a good deed.
Great idea.
But then Lois
Couldn't
is
you
like,
just fill it with water or something? I
don't-
mean, wouldn't that be the same thing?
they're not Superman. It's Batman and
Oh,
Robin. Where are they
okay.
going to
All right.
like quickly get all this water out?
Where are they going to quickly get this electrical cable they're
He
throwing
ripped it
into
out
the
of
thing?
a building.
But
and
you understand
swung
what I'm
down.
saying? I mean, come on. It's
more.
same
How are
work.
they going to get him to open up to spill water in there?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Fine.
Get the Batcopter.
Lois
and a big
brings up
bucket,
to
big
Lois,
bat bucket.
a bat bucket. Lois brings up to Batman like, hey, like all the damage that they caused here
Yeah.
with all like the cars that have been like run over and kind of smushed, like Superman would have cleaned that up too. Like you've created a mess here.
Lois
in
seems like
Metropolis.
she's just poking the bear.
So Batman goes, "You're right," and he takes the tank and essentially ties all the cars to the tank to move them over to the side of the road
perfect.
out of the
Good
way.
job.
So she inadvertently gave Batman a second point for another civic duty for cleaning up after himself.
There you go.
Then again, Batman is seen talking to the head of the doctor from that's going to be presenting at the convention, and Lois is like, "I swear something's
the
up."
doctor that's presenting at the electronics convention.
He's related, like he's presenting his big machine at the electronics convention.
It's a big machine.
Well, Lois
he is.
Lois thinks like something has to be up there with Batman. Like he really wants to beat Superman at all costs. He's meeting in secrecy with this guy. Like there has to be something there.
Yeah.
Robin accidentally walks in on the meeting and is like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt." Because he overhears that like this could end Superman's career.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize this was a pants optional meeting.
But he overhears them talking about how this could end Superman's career. What is it that could end Superman's career, you ask? Well, the doctor's machine, whenever he runs it, it emits kryptonite rays.
Oh.
And they're afraid that if
What's-
Superman's close enough to it, it could weaken him and like cause him to crack. Like, it could kill him.
What does it actually do?
They don't really tell you what the
Okay.
machine does,
Okay.
but it emits
All
kryptonite rays when it does
Okay.
it.
All right. Good enough.
That's why Batman is so hard up on winning this contest. Because he wants to make sure his buddy Superman's not going to get hurt by the rays.
Got it.
But he didn't want, like, if they hold it in Metropolis and it happens and crooks hear about it emitting kryptonite rays, they're going to use that time to be able to run all the crimes they want to.
Sure.
Not that you
Yep.
can't, like, prepare for this in any other way. But
No, you can't.
so Batman has to win so Superman doesn't get hurt by this. You following?
Oh, perfect logic. Yeah.
Okay. So I was just making sure.
I got it. Yeah.
Well, it's tied 4-4.
Oh, it's a nail biter.
You want to know how Superman got those 2 points?
How's that?
Well, there's a giant storm that he turns himself into like a giant electrical pole, or a lightning rod, sorry. He turns himself into a lightning rod, like he takes a cord up or a wire up and lightning strikes it, but it doesn't strike anything or anybody down in Gotham. And then also, my favorite, a group of women tell Superman, hey, could you build a road out to Rock Mountain where we're carving a Gotham City Founders Memorial?
Rock Mountain.
But could you just build a road out there to Rock Mountain for us? Because we're building this carving to honor like the Gotham City Founders. And Superman's, nah, I'll do you one better. He goes and he picks up the mountain from out where it was.
Sure he does.
Flies it to where in Gotham there's just a city wasteland by the side of the city that nothing's going on there. Dumps it there. and then punches the founders' faces into the rock.
Ooh.
Yeah. Superman basically makes his own.
Superman got artistic.
He did. Superman makes his own. What is it up in the Dakotas or the South Dakota?
It's the
Mount
Hill
Rushmore.
Hill of President's Faces.
Yes, a.k.a. Mount Rushmore.
Mhm.
But he just punches it into that. And they're like, oh, thank you, Superman. And that's why I tied it at 4.
There's been times in my life that I wish I could punch something into existence.
You want to know how Batman ends up winning this contest? Because Batman
Oh,
does
man, you
win
spoiled
5-4. Sorry. Well, he notices there's a sign there that they're trying to raise money for the hospital fund. They need $100,000. They've only raised $20,000.
There's a sign there that says no punching the rocks.
So Batman and Robin just decide to hold like a trapeze show in front of everybody down there to raise money.
Trapeze show, you say?
It says, well, I don't know what else to call it, but they're like swinging from high wires
Yep.
there above the city.
They're taking Dick Grayson's former life and turning it into a money-making opportunity.
Yep, and they raised enough money. They raised $80,000 doing that.
$80,000 from swinging around in the sky.
And that was enough for him to win.
Uh-huh.
And so they're like, all right, hey.
Well, now,
woo."
wait a minute. So they raised the money to fix the crippled people? Is that
The
what you
hospital. It was for
said?
the
hospital. Okay, well, it includes crippled people.
So Batman wins 5-4.
But they saved they raised the money for the hospital.
Yeah.
What were they doing this for to begin with?
The civic
big
duty-
electronics convention.
Yeah, but they're doing how many like civic
Which is
duties?
which, though?
But they were doing how many civic duties they could perform in 24 hours. That was the
Yeah.
contest.
It's
So,
very convoluted. I don't
Them
like it.
fundraising counted as
Yeah.
a civic duty.
I don't remember Christopher Nolan covering any of this.
He didn't. So, Batman is named the winner, and Lois is still sore about this because when Superman flies back to Metropolis and it's just like, yep, Batman won, all fair and square, she essentially tells him,
That's my boyfriend.
she asks him, wasn't there something else you did that you can think of? There's got to be something else that you did that would tie it up at least. And he's like, I did repair the Batcave. And she's like, that's a civic duty because it protects Batman and Robin. Go tell them. Go tell them now.
So now it's 5-5?
So now it's 5-5. So Superman flies
Poor electronics
back.
people. They don't even know where they're going to have their convention.
Yeah.
How
Superman,
do you plan?
Well, Superman's like, the convention's already going on.
Where?
In Gotham. Because
Oh.
Batman won.
What, like it started immediately?
I guess, yeah.
It was like, okay, you win. All right, how about them electronics, guys?
They just started it. It was the intro into the convention.
Oh, okay. All right.
So Superman flies.
They were like,
to-
God, I hope Superman doesn't win. We already got all our shit set up. It's like, woo, it's going to be a lot of work, pal.
Oh, all right, guys, we're moving to Metropolis.
Oh, my God, the banners.
He stopped a robbery right in that last, 30 seconds. All right.
Who
No.
came up with this?
So Superman flies back.
Why is this the way we decide things?
I don't know. So Superman flies back to essentially spoil Batman's fun because Lois wants him to.
Yeah.
But as he gets close, he starts to lose his power. And they notice, Batman and Robin notice
It's
it.
that machine.
And they use the tarp to catch him. But he's able to regain his strength right before he lands.
Yeah.
And
Because of the power of the sun.
And he's like, whoa, what's going on here? Well, apparently the generator for the power was too great for the doctor's machine. And so that's why it kind of wore off as Superman came close. But there was an official recount. So the scope of the two champions being tied will hold half of the convention sessions in Gotham City and half in Metropolis.
You got to be friggin' kidding me.
And Superman says, and I'll make it easy to shift from city to city. How is he going to do that? He's essentially going to, as Robin says, the fast way. He just moves the whole convention hall with everyone in it. And Batman goes, there's no one like Superman.
People just rolling around on the floors and shit's going everywhere. The building's cracking in half.
And Superman just flies him to Metropolis and just flies it back to Gotham. Well, here's the thing. The convention's probably at least a week long,
Strap
right?
in, Jeff.
The convention's at least like a week
Yeah.
long, right? So there's just a giant empty lot where the convention center was for those 3 days. It's in
Yeah.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
And where are they putting it, Metropolis? Way away from everything where there's probably no road to get there?
Maybe they have there's just an empty field.
Like,
They
why
put it
don't-
out there? But you know why he had to do that?
Why?
Because next week Gotham is hosting the Adult Video Awards, and
Yeah.
so they have to have that place back.
They're definitely not having it Metropolis.
No. That goes against the American way.
And then, so it just closes out. So Batman said there's nobody like Superman. And then it says, and at Metropolis, Superman dropping off the convention center walks over to Lois and goes,
dropping it off.
and there's no one like Batman. He's a real friend. To Lois replies, oh, I'll never understand men. The end.
Gross.
Yep. So there you go. That was this
And then
week's.
then she went out to buy a swimsuit, and when she saw it, she went ack like Kathy. You know what I'm talking about, Kathy?
Yeah,
she looked
I
like
do know
Kathy.
Is she still in the news? I think they finally ended. Kathy.
Ack. Yeah.
Ooh, lovely. So there you go.
Well, you asked me to peek the mic a couple of times.
That's this week's
That was
World's
great.
Finest Wednesday when
Yeah.
Gotham City battled Metropolis.
But don't you agree? Like, if they were holding the Adult Video Awards,
that it's going to be in
they
Gotham?
would definitely be in Gotham, right?
100%.
Because Gotham is way grittier
Yes.
and gross,
Yes.
right? The Penguin would be there,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
you know, trying to fill up whoever the latest starlet
Like
from
Gotham. Here,
is.
okay. Here's how it is. Gotham to me is kind of like Baltimore in The Wire, and Metropolis is more like
Stockholm.
No, because like stuff happens, but it's
Yeah.
more like I don't know, like what they like to portray happens in bigger cities, but not like anything too crazy. I can't think of a good.
It's not really New York.
No.
Because some gross stuff
Like a
happens in New
Chicago,
York.
maybe?
Maybe Chicago, maybe, yeah. Downtown Minneapolis.
Or is Metropolis oddly like a Dallas?
Yeah, could be. Yeah, it very well could be. I mean,
think
there
that
is a
kinda fits in a
downtown.
way.
There's a thriving downtown business environment.
Yeah.
It seems to me that there are a lot of things kind of spread out.
Yeah.
Superman does have to fly from place to place.
That's true. It's a more spread out. Well, that's why I've always wondered if Metropolis, like, it's big enough to obviously have a newspaper tower that is that tall. I've never understood. I mean, I get that that's how papers were when they ruled the world, kind of thing. But
yeah, well, it's kind of like the big Pegasus in
they
Dallas.
have pro sports teams, so they got to be pretty
It's true.
big.
Does Gotham has pro sports teams?
Yeah, the Gotham Blades are the hockey team. There you go.
Well, I
There's a
just
little
remember
trivia.
the Gotham
Knights are the football team.
Knights. Yeah, because the football field fell apart in one of the Batman
I don't know
movies.
if they're the Knights.
Remember how they
in
were
that.
blowing it up underneath it?
Yeah, under Heinz Ward.
Bane was? Yeah.
Yeah, Bane's a lot cooler in comics than he is even in that movie. I
Yeah.
think so.
Bane's a tough one.
He is.
Because Bane to me is a James Bond villain. You know, he's one of those guys where
He's
he
better.
I talk a lot about what I'm gonna do, that kind of thing, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I think
Now
it's
in
not-
comics it's different,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
saying in the movies he's definitely a James Bond villain.
Yeah, but I do like Tom Hardy's version better than the one that
Oh
was
no,
in
Tom Hardy did a great job.
Batman Forever one.
Yeah,
Or not Batman Forever.
I
Batman
was
and Robin.
molded by it.
We're not going to do Bane impressions back and forth. Anyway, let us know what cities you think Gotham and Metropolis are in real life, and which version of Bane you prefer.
Yeah.
You can leave it in the comments below. I'm just doing that if you're
I like
watching
big
on YouTube.
sexy Bane.
Or, email us bros, foes, and heroes @gmail.com, all spelled out BROS FOES and I was going to say but AND HEROES @gmail.com. As always, also check out all the other great podcasts on the Rogue Media family of podcasts.
It is not bros, foes, and hoes,
No, I didn't
which
say
is the
that,
way
though.
people say it a lot.
I think it's because they're jealous, Mike.
RogueMediaNetwork.com.
They're jealous because they ain't us.
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. I mean, look at this.
But I know.
Take it in, America. Come on.
There's the cloud bother likes to mess it
Yeah.
up a bunch.
Well,
At
he's
least he
not
has
here
that
today,
going
so
about
he sucks.
made for a quieter Friday though.
It did make for a quieter Friday.
Anyway,
we didn't get any of
don't you
the.
love this just rambling at the end?
Well, we've got a guy here who does some sports, and that's who we're talking about. And he comes in every day. He
we
comes
didn't
in
have to. I would like it better if we didn't give too much context. But go ahead.
every day. He comes in and goes, Michael Hamilton, Zachary, blah, 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 blah. And you just after a while, it grates on you a little bit.
Oh, I didn't say that. It was quieter.
Oh, I
in
said
general.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say that too.
It's just a lot quieter in general. Anyway, that's a great way for us to close out the show. Oh, hey, You know what I've started to do, and I've only
what's
done
that?
it twice, and here I haven't been keeping track of it, so I can't even tell you. I know I did it on the most recent one,
Yeah.
but the one before that I can't tell you when. Whenever
up?
we have bloopers that are funny,
Uh-huh.
I just add them at the very end of the
That's
show
great.
after the
I
tag.
love that.
So your Ohio State got into last week's show
What did I say about Ohio State?
when you were in your Batman mask and you were trying to do a Monday Night Football impression.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Go back to the end of the episode last
I
week.
don't
and you'll
remember
see
a lot of what I say. I'm
it.
sorry.
You don't remember a lot of this show.
That's true.
All right.
I don't remember a lot of any of the shows.
As always, thank you guys for taking the time out to listen. And until next time, stay safe, everybody.
Hey, remember, America. Jolly time.
Pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
This has been a Rogue Media Network